Good morning, guys. I hope you're doing absolutely lovely today. It's so good to see you. First video with the new mic, so I'm extremely excited. But today for you, I have a video going over fashion and MapleStory. A lot has changed now that we have the Steam Marketplace, so I wanted to go over basically kind of some tips on how to find some items and kind of piece together some fashion because it's now more accessible than ever. I mean, there's still a bit of a paywall, but honestly, I promise you that it is probably a lot cheaper than spending on PSSB box for opening fashion. So let's jump right on into it and kind of go over everything. Okay, so if you're a newer player to Maple or to Reboot in general, and you're just not really familiar with the fashion, how things used to work before, what you would have to do is you'd go into the cash shop here, and then you could go into events, and there would be these surprise style boxes. Now, as you can see, they are kind of a bit expensive. 34k NX is basically like 34 bucks for a pack of 11. You would open one and randomly get an item. There is no pity to this. So you would open it and randomly get an item in this box. You could end up with 10 copies of the same item, which I have done in the past. Trust me, it is god awful. Like, you can see this, like a 4 pair of shorts. Look how many duplicates of shoes I have. It just was pretty rough. And this was the only way to get fashion Reboot because there's no trading, there's no auction house, so you can't really trade with other players, meaning you'd have to come in here and spend a buttload of money. Not only that, but it would be stuck to your faction for your class. So if you're like a resistance class, you could only share items with other resistance classes, except for like the 2 times a year that we get a cash up transfer. So it's pretty rough. But that all changes today. So let's go into the Steam market. All right, so we've got Maple open in our Steam library. There is a market button right here. We can go ahead and click, and this should load the Steam market for us. So this is basically where we're going to see all the items and their prices. Now, I hope that we get some filtering tools in the future because there's no way to search for advanced options. And also keep in mind that items are not listed male or female all the time. So, like, for example, this one says simple swimsuit and it's got male in it. Not every item's like that. There's a bunch of them that don't really show it. Like, I think this one's a female item, so you need to be a little bit. So round glasses, and then we can take a look at them. Wow, they're going up in price quite a lot. You could see what people are asking to buy them for, and then what are currently listed for sale value. And then you can also see the sales chart, so we can see the history and take a look at what have actually sold. Wow, so someone bought them for 100 bucks. Holy moly. But I mean, to be fair, in some sense, keep in mind, maybe buying round glasses straight up is probably cheaper than if you're someone who's really wanting them, and then you spend like $500+ on the anniversary box. What was it, the Valentine's box to try to get it, because it's bloated with tons of like random junk items. So I mean, the value is going to be weighted differently for everyone, but I still think no matter what, this is the best option to take for anything. So it sounds a little absurd for specific items, yes, but again, keep in mind that some stuff is just not accessible or obtainable as easily, and then you have the whole gotcha wall in Reboot where it's just difficult to get in general, and then this just makes things a lot more accessible. So I want to go into some tips on how to kind of build your outfit and the resources and tools that you can utilize to kind of deck out your characters. Okay, so the first one I want to go over, if you haven't heard of this one already, you might be living under a rock, but this is the MapleStory Simulator, so you can use this to design a character completely from scratch, and you could add anything that you want to it. You can change the body, the hair, accessories. Like if we, let's just go back to the round glasses example, we can add round glasses onto it. I think it's a little broken right now for me. Sometimes you have to reset your cache if you're having problems with it. But you can use this website to fully design a character and see if something looks good. So you could start by picking out some items in the Steam Marketplace, going through and saying, hey, does this actually look good? Does this look decent? Should I actually even combine these pieces together? And then you can go into the next tip here, which will elevate things a lot for you. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the Fashion Central Discord. I will post a link to it down below, description as well, so if you want to get access to this, you totally should, especially if you use Discord for your classes. Think of it like that, but for fashion. This place is absolutely amazing. I love using it. There's a section here for fashion picks only where you can post your outfits or ask for advice between like which ones you like more. But what you can really use this for is to get a lot of inspiration about what looks well, like what colors blend together. Mist, one of the server owners for this place, has made a video on, I think it was a color theory. It was a fashion guide that goes more in depth on colors and things like that. And they're also absolutely amazing at fashion. So I will link their video down below if it's still up, and they go over just color blending and all that kind of stuff to kind of make outfits look really good. So I would definitely give that video a watch, and then also browse through this Discord and see how people blend their colors together, see if anything gives you inspiration. And then if there's an item that you really want, you don't know the name of it, you can actually go right to the fashion chat here, and then you can tag them. I've done it before, so I'll be like, hey, I'll screen snippet this, and then I'll ask them, hey, tag them, what is that blank and blank piece that you have in this outfit, so I can kind of get an idea for myself. Obviously, I wouldn't use this to copy people's outfits. You should be as original as possible. Maple has a lot of creative freedom, which is pretty cool. A lot of different things. I like this one a lot. It's awesome. But yeah, just, feel free to ask for advice at any point, get some inspiration. You can ask people what items might look good together, all that kind of good jazz. So definitely give the Fashion Story Discord a shot. I think it's a good place to check. Okay, so the next bit of advice that I want to give is, let's say that there's an item that you want that you know the name of. So I have this hairband. I'm going to pull it on the side here. We have this hysteric bear hairband, right? And I want to know what PSSB it comes from. So what I could do is Google it, the hysteric hairband, and it'll actually pull it up here in the cash shop from the sale post back in November 20th. And I can see here that it was in this. I remember it being in here too. It's in this one, I know that for sure, but it's it's in this PSSB set. And then what you can also do is do this to double check and confirm if items are male or female. Like right here too, see hysteric hairband. And the dress is female. So if you find an item, like an outfit, a top piece that you really like, but you want to double check to make sure to see if it's gender restricted, I would definitely do a quick Google search if you aren't already familiar. Or like in the last tip, you can just post it in the Maple Fashion Discord and ask people, and they will just let you know, like right off the rip, if they know. But unfortunately, you have to be really careful in the Steam Marketplace, because if you aren't familiar, you may end up buying something that's just not even usable because it's gender locked. So just Google search, double check, and then you can also use this to find out what set that's from. So if you like to get more pieces from it, you can. Now, to kind of follow up on this tip in general, you can just go to the sale tab right here in the news, and we can just take a look at all the cash shop sales, and you could just scroll through this. I mean, like it goes all the way back to 2019 for the Steam Marketplace for PSSB items. So if you want to just scroll through here and you're like, oh, I like this, or maybe this set's pretty cool, you could just do that and then start searching that way. I think using the cash sale shop posts are one of the best ways to find outfit pieces, because you can then find other pieces connected to it. So like, I really like the horns from this set. Oh, and that top too is really nice. So I'm going to go back through here and maybe pick up a piece or two, right? So these posts are phenomenal for like remembering kind of the history of PSSBs and what was in them, because the Steam Marketplace unfortunately is not the best search tool. It doesn't really have a lot of great options for finding stuff. There's thousands of items on there, and I almost never use it to find new outfit pieces. Okay, so just my point. Now, the very last tip that I want to give when it comes to Fashion Maple, now this is something that I'm pretty sure Miss covered as well, but with the whole color theory stuff and color and whatnot, pick a piece that you really like. So let's say you really like these horns, and you're gonna work backwards from there. So you're gonna want to find pieces that sort of match that color scheme. You can use those oh my goodness, sale shop posts that I mentioned to find historically, other outfits that kind of blend into that. Or the best advice is go to the Fashion Discord and be like, hey guys, what matches with this? What are some ideas for this piece? But always, in my opinion, start with one piece and work backwards color-wise and just go from there. If there's something that you really like, you want to build an outfit around, just go from there. I definitely feel, again, want to reemphasize that fashion has become a lot more accessible in Reboot. Because of this, I'm very glad it's here, and I'm very glad it's, we have it, and I hope they keep expanding upon it. But yeah, fashion. So that's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know how the mic sounds down below if you made it this far in the video, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I will certainly catch you in the next one. Peace out, guys.